This time on Whatever We Want, we talk about
what is the best Minecraft mod. There are time codes in the description if you'd like to jump around to different points in the episode. We talk everything from Thaumcraft to Tinker's Construct. Vanilla Minecraft can be boring sometimes, so
you gotta change it up.
We've got mods. Enjoy! Welcome back to Whatever We Want. We review content across all mediums and media, movies, TV shows, video games, and beyond to give you the most interesting behind-the-scenes insight, storytelling techniques, all that jazz, and more.
We cover everything from Disney, Marvel, DC, Pixar. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we should also reintroduce Evan.
Boosh, here we are in the main segment. Yes, Daniel, we should reintroduce Evan. He's in a new spot. Evan, welcome back. How's the new place treating you?
It's good. I like it. It gives me a chance to kind of fill out the space.
Nice.
It just makes it easier to get a snack at like 2 a.m. when I'm like
that's the best part of moving out. That's amazing. Well, speaking of space, there's a space mod, and we're talking about the best mods in Minecraft. And
that was a transition.
We figured we'd bring Evan on because we played Mod Minecraft together a bunch. And we actually played last night, all of us, along with our friend Matt, who's also been on the show, to like get us in the headspace again. Remind us of all the wonderful mods of Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I personally, I don't know about you guys, but I think vanilla Minecraft is fun, but it's like, okay, you know?
But no, like I agree. Vanilla can get like... It's fun, and I like that they're still doing updates and stuff. But like, exactly, it's to a point. Like,
I don't think Evan likes
we've
vanilla.
been doing it for how many years?
I feel like vanilla Minecraft is fun if you have a goal. If you're just kind of like loading in and you're like, let's just make a house. I'm like, oh my god, I'd rather just fall asleep right now, honestly.
That's why last night I was so mad. We just kept walking around trying to find the perfect spot. I was I have a goal.
Literally, spawn was fine.
I like
adventure. You got to adventure.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of Minecraft. They put in all these different biomes and stuff, but like if you're not gonna move past spawn, then what's the point?
Okay. Yeah, Daniel.
Oh my god, you guys
turned into an intervention, Daniel. Do you enjoy modded Minecraft though, Evan?
Me?
Or is that also to a point?
Yes, I do. To a point. I still think the same principle applies. If you don't have like a goal, then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I made this and now there's nothing else that I really want to do. Like I feel like you got to have like set goals. I feel like that's why a lot of mod packs.
That's why I want
like quest books.
I'm making a rocket in our world.
I agree, Evan. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like you've been shafted like almost every time we've done mods because it's either me or Jake that like makes the reactor, makes the computer to store all the stuff, and then you get back in, you're like, okay, all this stuff's already done.
Well, I think part of it has to do with like, I mean, you guys played more modded Minecraft than I did. Like you've been playing modded Minecraft for years, and I just started like 2 years ago.
I think it's actually coming up on 10 years. I think the 1 year anniversary of the first Tech It video we did for BBB.
Oh my god!
Let me check the calendar because I think it's like either this month or next month, and that's when we first started. It's because it was on my laptop, and I was running the server. I was running my laptop, running modded Minecraft, and recording because no one else wanted to help me. Oh yeah, it was yesterday from the day of recording was the first video we posted. Actually, no, I think that was the crafting table video. So we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the Tech It videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Happy decade.
But at the same time.
So we have some qualifications. We've been doing this for a decade.
We do.
Oh
we've been doing this for a while. But Evan, I feel like there's times where there's like mods, like there's like we're doing all the mods 8 right now, right?
Right.
And, like,
which doesn't have all the mods.
It doesn't have all the mods, but Jake will get into that. But there's mods that like you just don't get into, Evan. There's so many, and like we get the essentials in with like the computer and stuff, but then you don't go and explore like the different mods and all that.
So I know that we'll probably talk about our favorite mod packs and stuff like that and what we like out of each of them, but I think my favorite mod pack will speak volumes as to why I'm not totally into those things that you guys are.
What is it?
I absolutely
the ore expansion.
I absolutely love Pixelmon. There was a point in time. There was a point in time where we played Pixelmon for like probably a month straight. There was a point in time where we played Pixelmon for like a month straight, and that was like the best time That was so fun. I enjoyed that. But yeah, I mean, like, there's not a lot of crafting. You have to craft like Pokeballs and stuff like that. But I enjoyed that mod so much just because I have a past with Pokemon.
You see how I'm writhing over here in pain? Because I said a while ago that we should set up a Pixelmon server or do that again, and then we never did.
Yeah,
I mean, so Evan, if you told me that, we could have two-manned it. Honestly,
I think the interest was there. I think the thing was no one wanted to set up a server, or like people who were like really interested were like, I mean, including me. I was just like,
So is that server. Your favorite like mod? Is the Pokemon like Pixelmon mod?
I think yeah. I mean, just like looking back at it. I mean, like Tinker's Construct obviously is like a legendary mod. But as for like
newer
my
versions,
personal,
yeah, it's kind of bad.
Sometimes it's a little bit too intricate.
Tinker's
I get that,
like casting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you say that because I remember back to Pixelmon and I remember my ex just like being like, "That's not real Pokemon."
I'm like, yeah, obviously it's not.
Yeah. And it's still fun, you know? Like, what the heck?
All right, I want to start going through, like, the mods. I know back, for me at least, like I said, I've been doing this for, like, a decade, but I remember back in the day, the Yogscast, they would do, like, a modded Minecraft, like, series called Yog Labs, where they'd do, like, showcase, like, a mod, but instead of just, like, standardly showcasing it, they'd, like, do a story around it. Like, they'd learn about the intricacies and then build, like, a story around it in this, like, lab setting. So, like, there was a cloning mod, and so they did this whole, like, narrative where, like, the one guy, like, get cloned, and like his clones like had this uprising, and that they would show off the features of the mod that way, and that's what like really got me like interested in like a lot of mods. But I remember back in the day, some of the first ones I think that were like really impactful and like the Tekkit days were like Buildcraft. I remember that one was like very important because that had like quarries. Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Which now have been like upgrades to like digital mine, where that's kind of OP, but like
quarries
back in the day were so fun.
You always went that route. You were always just like,
it's so cool. I just love automation.
No, it makes it so easy.
That's what I look for in mods. It's just automation. It wasn't easy to get the resources and stuff.
No. It makes things easy.
Oh yeah, once you get it,
like
it makes it really
I remember
easy.
Like once you that's the thing. Once you had it, I remember like looking over it, and there's just a giant freaking pit of like a chunk gone.
I loved it. I loved
Jake,
the automation.
How did you do that?
So cool. And I think that's the thing. I think back in the day, again, just our personal story, I think I was doing a lot of the research for the mods and stuff. Daniel, I think you've kind of like caught up to me in terms of like understanding. But before, I was like the guy that knew everything about mods, and I would kind of like force you guys to join me. And so I would like just be going ahead, like, look at this. And you'd be like, what the heck? This isn't Minecraft. Where's the cow?
True.
Buildcraft was one of my favorite like old mods. Evan, what about you? You said Pixelcraft. What about from like the mod pack we played yesterday? Was there any that like jumped out at you?
I'm a big visual person, so like if there's
colors.
What was the mod pack? What was the mod pack that had like really like weird biomes? Is it Biomes Aplenty?
Biomes Aplenty? Yeah.
That's
Biomes
the mod.
Aplenty?
That's not the. It's not a mod pack. It's just the mod Biomes Aplenty. I love that mod. Like it's an underrated mod in my opinion because it's just
an
like
adventure mod. It is an adventure mod. You want to go out and adventure and see what kind of biomes there are. It just
adds a ton of biomes. Yeah.
Something that's also useful in that sense is the reusable structures mod. So like it will take structures from like certain places and put them in other spots. So we might get like a desert temple underwater. Or like we found that village that was underwater actually.
Yeah.
On the way.
I think practically if we're thinking about like what is the best mod, if you have a lot of mods, NEI or JEI, like not enough items or just whatever it's called, is like honestly might take the cake for me. Because like if I had all of this, like all of the mods in the world but didn't know what was in the pack or how to craft them, I would be completely lost and probably just get annoyed and turned off. So like from a practical standpoint, NEI I think is up there for some of the top ones.
With that as well, journey map.
Yes, that's also next on my list. I think NEI still, if I had the choice between the two, I'd take NEI, but like journey map,
definitely.
With waypoints especially. Death markers is so useful. And the grave mods. You are more into waystones than I am, but yeah.
It's good for exploring.
It feels cheaty teleporting to me.
You just make a waystone, boom.
That does not. You didn't argue my point. That still feels cheaty teleporting. You just restated the thing I'm upset with. Just going back to like fond mods, magic ones. I think Evan, you're into like kind of magic ones, right? I'm also into magic ones.
One of the worlds that we played like a year ago, I made like the where you could put the different items down on the floor. It would make this like room thing. And it would give you some sort of charm.
Is that Thaumcraft or?
It might be.
There's like a bunch of magic mods that do that. But I love Thaumcraft.
I remember one time because during that time, Evan, I think that was when I was building out the kitchen. I was doing all the food mod stuff. Like I opened your door and I just saw you doing like a ritual, like a curse thing. Yeah,
building
like,
this.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I just love thinking about like magic or like Minecraft stuff like in real life. Like just the most impractical. Like last night we were. I think someone accidentally right clicked like a shelf with the sword. So like his sword got stuck on the shelf and he couldn't figure out how to like get it down. So he just like broke the shelf. And I'm just thinking like in real life, if you like place your, I don't know, just like a bowl on a table and then you're just like, oh, I don't know how to pick it back up. Guess I got to destroy the table. Like that. I think that'd just be the funniest image ever. Let me get out.
I feel like it could be a whole bit, like you said we should be like a short or like a thing. I was like thinking about like, yeah, that'd be actually pretty good.
We could do a whole series if Minecraft in real life, like if or whatever. That'd be really funny, actually. No one take that idea. But yeah, Thaumcraft was really fun. I remember I got really into that. Just like the magic you could do. I don't think I ever got like super far down the road and could do like super crazy things, but I remember getting like the wand and you can do like I don't know, like fire blasts and stuff. That's a fun one. I think there's two kind of aspects of mods. There's like creative, fun ones, and then there's like practical, like game improvement mods. And I think maybe we should rank the best one from each category, because I think it's unfair. Like I think NEI like is probably my top for practical, and then something else would be my top for creative, just fun mods.
Agreed.
What did you guys hear of the Archimedes ship mod? Did you ever play that? I think we've had it on maybe some of our packs.
I think we did once. Isn't that the one where you're able to like make your own boat and then
or an airship? Like you basically like build this like structure in the air and then you attach a bunch of balloons to it and then you plop down a ship marker and you like form a ship and it transforms. It's really janky. It's like the glitchiest mod I've ever played because it basically takes all these blocks and transforms them into an entity, and it gets even glitchier if you try to like have someone ride with you because like it just breaks everything. And like if you unbuild your ship and it's like attached to something, like the world will like explode, but it's still so fun because you can get like your own airship. So that one I really enjoyed, and like the idea of it and the jank of it is also adds to it. I feel like
that's one thing I feel like we haven't really experimented enough with is like vehicle mods. Like I would always love to see like a car mod or like a bike mod or something like that. And I've seen them here in the wild here and there with the like different mod packs. But...
I've seen a car in the wild. Just imagining like in the forests, like just like creeping around.
A Toyota Corolla rolls by you.
Just Lightning McQueen out of the woods. She has like Herobrine eyes.
Oh my gosh, it'd be terrifying.
Kerchow.
I pulled up a list of Minecraft mods just to refresh my memory, just because I'm like not an expert in the field. Sky Factory.
Oh,
what about Sky Factory.
I haven't done that in a while.
I totally forgot about Sky Factory. We've done it like once or twice.
Is that one where it's like the map is?
You start out on an island with one tree.
Oh, that's a mod pack. That's not a mod. That's not one.
Oh, is it?
Mod.
Yeah,
Sky Factory is a mod pack that has like a bunch of mods in it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we're talking about individual mods on this one. We can talk about mod packs too. Is that like your favorite? Or I guess you said Pixelmon was your favorite.
That was on.
That is a good one
on the list of mods that I have.
I did like that whole aspect of different game mode of Minecraft. That's the beauty of Minecraft. Is like there's so many different modes you can do, and especially when you start modding it, like you can literally do
like anything, dude.
Oh, actually, is Optifine technically a mod? Because that might jump ahead of NEI. Maybe not, but like. Just the zoom feature and the functionality. It's pretty good.
It's so nice, though.
I think Optifine works better as a utility in the sense of you can use it like in vanilla and mods.
Yeah.
In that sense. Whereas if you have NEI in like vanilla, like there's not really a point for that. Like you only need it for like other mod packs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With all this stuff. No, I was gonna say, for me, one of the ones that always stuck out to me. I mean, you guys know this was immersive engineering. I'd always go over the shader packs to like and build out like the revolver or the railgun or whatever.
Oh, you like the guns. I forgot. I was like, what is it?
Dude, I want to be I want to have that thing on me, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dangerous enemies and mods, you know? So
Daniel within like 5 minutes yesterday of starting had a shotgun and then shot me.
Yeah. Daniel's biggest priority every time we load into a world is, okay, how can I kill these people if they try to kill me? Even if they don't try to kill me, how can I kill these people?
Yeah.
Every time.
No.
It never fails.
It's self-defense. It's solely self-defense.
In 15 minutes, he's an entire mansion built. He has an entire farm. He has a shotgun.
Evan, when you
and
hop
he has an
back
entire
on,
set of dynamite.
Oh, I finished. Well, Daniel built like his house already last night, and then I also stayed on for about an hour, and I finished the rocket. I like brute forced it and finished. I built the rocket.
Oh my gosh.
That's another mod I like.
He still needs a fueling station and all that.
It was called Galacticraft, and that was so fun because like I just love the opportunities that like expanded. But I again was watching the Oxcast, and they would like fly to the moon and build like a moon base. That was like their goal. So they actually had a goal when they were doing this. And so I was like, that looks fun. So I did it and like would do Galacticraft, but then that stopped getting supported. And I don't know if it's the same creators or just a fan who recreated it for the modern world, but they like made a modern
Minecraft world.
the modern they made a modern version called Ad Astra that I'm like working through now, and that's really fun. You can get like a rocket and like go to the moon and stuff, just like stuff you couldn't do in vanilla, you know.
Yeah,
unless you build a very high nerd pool. Another one I liked was thermal expansion. That's another like practical one, but like not practical like NEI practical, but like it was more automation creative stuff. I like automation and magic stuff. Those are the types of mods that I like. And like automation, this one had like pulverizers and like redstone furnaces and just like basically introduced electricity besides redstone, which was cool, and I liked that.
Did that mod have the jetpack, or is that Tinker's?
I think that one had.
No, I'm pretty sure there is a jetpack in that one. But
there's jetpack in that one, and I think we usually made the mechanism jetpack, which is another mod that I really enjoyed. With that had like osmium and like the metallurgic infusers.
But talking about tinkerers, Jake, you want to go in your little?
Yeah, tinkers like tinkers. I love tinkers. It's so fun to me, like building this like multi-block structure, and then you use like you melt down the ores and you like cast them. And you like make your custom weapons, and I love the customization. And in all the mods, it wasn't in there, and it was like I was looking it up, and apparently it's because after like 1.12, they kind of stopped. It kind of got bad, and they stopped supporting it. And I could see that in later versions we played, but it still was super nice. Like I would you could mix and make alloys, and that helped. That was an easy way to get like steel and stuff.
And even just doing like it was more efficient. Like when you smelted the ore that way, you get more.
Yeah, you get double. Yeah. I was mad that all the mods didn't have that.
Jake, if you care about it that much, why don't you go and code it in yourself?
I don't care about it that much.
Make a new mod pack called Actually All the Mods.
Actually, yeah. Iron Chest is another one that's I think goes underrated, similar to Biomes of Plenty, where you can I don't know if it's still in the newer versions, but you basically take a chest, you can put iron all around it or like gold all around that one, and then it like makes larger chests.
Oh, but in that vein, also the backpacks mod.
Well, backpacks, and also I think the Iron Chest kind of fell by the wayside for me because then I started going into AE2, Applied Energistics 2, which is like the computer mod, and that is game changing. Oh my! I
feel like there's so many different versions of it now. Because like I remember before we used to have to go to the meteors and like get the different types of like plates to then make the different chips.
Do you not do that anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
This version. In the last version, we didn't have to do that.
What do we do?
You just made the crystals and then you used
that is interesting. That is like. That makes sense. Like, if thinking again about real life, like, how crazy would it have to be if to every time you want to build a computer, you have to find meteors, and dig into its core, and get a press that is just perfectly in there. Like, that is kind of wild. That's like how they did it.
I remember when we had to like our original journey to like. Because you had to get like all three variants of the plates, and we couldn't find the freaking one. So you and I were like on separate sides of the world, just like there's a meteor, there's a meteor.
That'd be a good movie. It's like to make this supercomputer, we have to go to these different meteors that have crash landed across the world and like scavenge. That'd be cool, actually. You know what? I take it back. This is a cool idea.
What about Twilight Forest?
Yeah, that's on my list.
I was gonna bring that up.
Hey, yeah. I mean, you were talking about how you like adventuring and stuff. That's a really good adventure one.
That's a very good adventuring one because you get to fight the giant worm thing. I forget what it's called. Oh my
gosh, yeah.
The giant worm.
Naga.
The Naga. But that's a great place to adventure and stuff.
Yeah, I like that one because you have to like defeat certain bosses to progress into different areas. Like it won't let you just go like to the final boss. You actually have to like. There's like acid rain, or I think if you try to go somewhere that you're not supposed to go. That's the thing. There's different
effects too. Like some will just block you, other ones will have acid rain, other ones, like it was. So the one thing I liked about the most was that it was like a whole new campaign in Minecraft.
It was like another dimension. It literally is another dimension.
Yeah.
There was also back in the day Mistcraft where you could literally again kind of like Tinkers, you could customize your own books and then travel in these books to different dimensions. You could put like pages that you found in villages and just like in dungeons that like had different attributes. Like I want like a world that has only diamonds and gold or like only oil. And then you could go there and it was a good way to get like resources and stuff too. That was kind of like a mystical fun one. I feel
like that got replaced with the dimensions.
Yeah. Like I never dove into that one.
I did a little bit and it's okay. It's weird to get like programmed and set up, but like
what else was there? The chisel mod, that's a good one for decorating.
They removed that.
What?
It's not in all the mods 8. And I don't think they're supporting that anymore moving forward.
Sucks. I'm just kidding.
It's like it technically is still there, but it's a different process. So it's not like you have just one chisel tool and then use that. It's like a whole thing now, which is dumb.
Yeah.
At least that's what my buddy told me.
Extreme reactors. That's good for reactors and power. Daniel and I feel like we had like a structure. We were like, we always get a reactor and like a computer that was like took up a big chunk of our time so that we can do anything that we want.
Yeah.
Like, and then we'd get to that stage where we'd be like, all right, now we're kind of bored, or I'd be like, I've done that.
I'd be like, okay, now I can actually go out and collect.
Now I can start. Explore. That was getting to 0, and then we can start.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was also Railcraft. That was like one of the first mods where it just had like different rails and like different trains. That was always fun.
You know what I think we take for granted in most mod packs? The little mini map in the top right-hand corner. Yeah, the whole journey map. Yeah.
Is that part of the same mod with journey map?
Yeah, that's the same mod.
Yes. Yeah.
That one's I do appreciate that one. There was another one.
I get lost very easily, so I have to use it a lot.
Oh, it's called it's Whala. Have you heard of Whala? It's called What Am I Looking At? And that's when you like look at any block.
Oh, when you hover it'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, it's like this is a like blank ore. It needs this tool, level iron or whatever.
That's like one I don't even like recognize.
Yeah, that's
like
there,
so. But it's like so.
It's so useful, but like it's just we take it for granted. That's another one that we could have like an underrated mods list as well. I think NEI, the map, the Grave mod, and the Whala are on my list for underrated practical mods.
All right, with all this said, right, we've been going over mods for a bit. Are we all doing our own list, or should we do like one combined list? Because it seems like we were all kind of tangent for some things.
Well, I think we can do our own lists. Yeah, so if you had to make the most fun Minecraft mod pack, but you could only put in 5 mods, what mods would you choose?
I know what Evan's going to say. Pixelmon.
I have to think about that one because I want to include Pixelmon because I like having little creatures walking around. But like, what do I want to add to help those little creatures survive, you know?
To make it more fun. That's the thing. I don't feel like I need utilities for fun.
I think I do. I think you would get so mad if you don't have any and had a bunch of random mods. I think you would get so mad.
I want to apply to Energistics so I can have the computer and all that stuff. And then I can just throw anything in there. That can kind of make up for it. I wouldn't really be happy about it, but it'd make up for it.
Okay.
I'm also going to say NEI, because why not?
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. If you only have 5 mods, there's not that much you're going to be adding, actually. So, like, maybe
True.
Not.
But NEI is good for recipes as well. Like, you'd have to go to the wiki every time you want to make anything.
That is true.
And you can't, like, shift-click the recipe.
You convinced me on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the Biomes O' Plenty.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, shoot. What am I going to remove so I can have that? Okay.
I feel like you need to have more mobs and like more like fights with that, but I don't want to say Twilight Forest because that's also a whole different dimension. If I'm using Biomes O' Plenty, I want to make it there. So maybe.
So you just say like Mo Mobs. I think that's one.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Mo Mobs.
Oh, it's Mo Creatures. Mo Creatures. Why don't they call it Mo Mobs? That's so much better.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the heck? Dang, come on, peeps.
So the final one. Dang, that's tough. I need something to stack me up. Like I need something to be beefy. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with immersive engineering because that allows me to do engineering things, but then also have my weapons. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because I get the new biomes. You get the different mobs, but I'm able to like focus on building out these different weapons and then like
do
different stuff with them.
Evan, what is yours?
So obviously, I'm gonna pick Pixelmon. I like that sort of experience. I love that sort of Minecraft experience. Even though it's like build stuff, I like to catch them all. I need journey map. I need journey map so I can set waypoints and stuff. But also with that, one thing that I cannot live without in a Pixelmon world is waypoints.
Yeah.
The waypoint stones.
Oh, the waystones?
I definitely want to have the waystones, yep.
Well, I think it can't for any journey map, you can change the settings so that you can teleport to waypoints. So if you want to if you want to save a spot, you can turn that setting on and then get rid of waystones.
But I would have probably biomes of plenty. That way it's literally just all kinds of biomes that you can find Pokemon in. And if I put the Twilight Forest here, there could be other Pokemon not found in the regular world. Find different Pokemon or Pixelmon in the Twilight Forest. That makes for a really sick adventure. I feel like.
It's all just muck over there. Muck. You go to Twilight Forest, it's only muck.
All right. I'm going to choose NEI. I need NEI. Wait, you got your 5, right, Evan? Sorry, did I cut you off?
I'm going to change my Waystones to Optifine.
Oh, okay.
To spot my Pokemon from far away.
Okay. I'm going to choose NEI for my first one. I need NEI or JEI just to like know recipes. Then I'm going to choose Mechanism because that one I think has good power. It has universal cables, so I can do it to any other mods. And I think it also has the jetpack and like a cool power tool. So I'm getting like a good variety there. I'm going to also choose AE2, Applied Intersects 2, so I can get a computer so I can sort everything. I'm also going to choose Ad Astra, which is the Galacticraft like space one, because I think that's like kind of my fun. Like I can go to any planet or any like where in the universe. Those are my different dimensions, and I can set up bases on different planets. That'd be actually so sick. And then Thaumcraft. So I'm also have some magic in there because I do love like after I set up all the like mechanical stuff, just like jumping into magic and having fun. The mystic arts. Call me Doctor Strange.
That's a pretty solid pick, actually.
What mod would you guys create that you haven't seen if you could create a mod?
That's a tough one.
I feel like I do a mod school. So literally anyone. Okay.
Daniel with his guns. We were role playing America.
That's like you saw my face right. I was just like, Evan, what are you trying to recreate, boy? What are you?
No. Okay, no, not like that. No, I think that
next adventure map. Any American school.
I feel like every mod you're forced to. I feel like whenever you go into a mod, you're forced to go to Google to figure out everything about that mod. How cool would it be to spawn in a village?
Oh,
and each building, you like learn about.
And you can choose which mods you want to learn about.
Right, and
that's cool.
There's like a voiceover. There can be a voiceover that talks about each mod. You can practice and stuff like
that. What's the gun mod? Immersive engineering.
Yeah.
That building, you just go in and just like people run in like that's the tutorial.
Yep, that's the tutorial.
That'd be cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's just a really cool idea.
It would help someone like me who doesn't have a lot of knowledge into modern Minecraft.
All right, Daniel, what about you?
I really like that school idea one. That's hard to top, actually. Holy crap! Because it's like a nice utility,
Daniel
but
likes
and
school
adventurous.
Nerd.
I'd probably do like my own campaign thing. Like I'd make my own like dimension and then like have kind of like
similar to Twilight, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd do it my own way.
Maybe Avatar: The Last Airbender mod. That would be cool. The only reason I did that is because I looked up, I saw a poster of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was like, that looks cool.
Inspiration.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
No, that'd be pretty cool.
I like.
Cool. With that said, let's get into food for thought. Jake,
yes.
What did we go over last time?
So last time we brought up honey on pizza. Evan, have you had honey on pizza before?
I have not.
It's good. I highly recommend.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do it tonight.
Do it, please.
Do you also for Pizza Hut?
Yeah, I still do.
Last week, Zach Henry commented on our Mando episode saying that they prefer ketchup over barbecue sauce because we asked that. They've never had honey with pizza, but it sounds interesting, though, and asked what type of pizza I had it with. I had it with, last time was like a meat lover's pizza, and the time before that was like this specialty pizza that I can't remember exactly what it was. And then they've never had a Pop-Tart before, which I think is a sin, is a crime. And Daniel, you ponder the question for this week. What is your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Yes. I have mine.
What is it?
Mine is, funny enough, you remember the meme from the other podcast guys were like the 2002 Spider-Man tie-in Pop-Tarts? That's it.
No. Okay.
It's just raspberry. It's raspberry, but that's it. That's my all-time favorite Pop-Tart.
This is my situation here. When I was a kid, I was anti any dessert that had a fruit or berry or anything healthy in the name. I was just like, this is my dessert. I want something rich, and I don't want to be reminded of healthy foods. So I avoided all fruit flavored desserts because I was just like, it cannot be as good as chocolate. And more recently in my adult life, the past few years, I've started experimenting and trying fruity flavors more, and it has opened my world, which is amazing. I get this whole new experience of desserts. I'm trying all these new desserts for the first time.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, but that being said, back in the day, my favorite Pop-Tart was s'mores because I didn't try any berries. But since then, I haven't really had Pop-Tarts, so I haven't tried any the berry Pop-Tarts really.
Interesting.
What about you, Evan?
I feel like I was gonna be really out of pocket here. It's gonna be oh yes, cinnamon.
No,
cinnamon's decent.
I have two. There's one Pop-Tart that I ate for probably 6 months straight, and the other Pop-Tart is just something that I could go back to any day. I used to eat Hot Fudge Sundae.
That one was good.
Hot Fudge Sundae was the best warmed up.
I've never had a Pop-Tart warmed up.
Oh my gosh, that was the only one I would warm up, and that was so good. And the other one, my favorite Pop-Tart ever. Blueberry. Frosted blueberry.
Oh.
That is my favorite
An amazing take paired with a mid take.
Nah, it's so classic. So classic.
It's good, but it's not
All right. Let's wrap things up. Evan, we're going to say goodbye to you here, and we'll jump into the outro. But thank you for joining us, giving us your Minecraft takes and food for thought takes. We appreciate you.
Anything you want to plug?
Of course. Hi. I'm Evan. I have nothing to plug. It's been an honor being on this podcast.
Yeah,
it's been great having you.
Thanks. All right, we'll see you there. Boosh! Here we are out of this main segment. Thank you, Evan, so much for joining us. That was a great conversation about mods and all things mods, and Minecraft and stuff. You ready for patron shoutouts?
Yeah, dude, hit me with them.
Cue the epic stars music. Boosh, we got patron Lori, Frank, Rick, Lisa, Evan, Tony. Thank you so much for pledging the tier. Thank you to the shout out. If you'd like to support us over on Patreon, link is down in the description. You get the audio episode early, special benefits, cool perks, all that jazz, and more. Thank you seriously, sincerely to our patron supporters. Are you ready for cool comments?
Yeah, what we got this time? What are people saying?
Zach Henry on our last week's episode, which was on The Mandalorian, said that they liked this season quite a bit, though it definitely wasn't as strong as the others, but I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's kind of what we said last week. Yeah. So thank you for commenting. Again, leave your comments on the food for thought segment that we talked about earlier when Evan was here. Yeah. Are you ready for the introduction?
Yeah, bro. Tell me when.
When, bro?
We just talked about what we want to talk about now. We're done.
Thank you seriously, sincerely for listening. We really appreciate it. Also, I tried doing the Autopod AI editor for this episode. So if you noticed any difference, leave a comment. If you didn't notice, leave a comment also. If it's better than what I usually do, then that's okay. You can leave a comment. No, but that's good then. Yeah, I actually don't know. I think I'm going to try to edit it and then tweak it a bit. So yeah, just let us know if you notice a difference. But AI is taking over the podcast. Soon we'll just be AI.
Soon it'll just be our voices are auto-generated.
Yeah.
And everything.
You could probably take all the samples.
That would be a dope podcast. I'm sure that has to be a thing. That has to be a thing already. But that'd be a really dope idea.
Well, don't they do that? You sent me a president speaking and stuff, right?
Well, that's different. That's like memes. I'm talking about full on podcast episodes. Or you can just write in a prompt, Chat GPT or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe we'll look into it.
Into the speaking thing, and
we're just slowly transitioning. Actually, that's the joke, Daniel. The past 4 podcasts have been AI generated, and no one's noticed. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.